In this video, we're going to look at revenue recognition and how to estimate variable consideration using two methods. We're going to first look at the expected value approach and then the most likely amount approach. Pause a minute, read the question, and then start playing the video again. The question says, ABC enters into a contract to provide consulting services to XYZ. According to terms of the contract, ABC will earn a fixed amount of $100,000 and will earn a bonus as follows. $10,000 bonus if the project is completed 2 weeks early, or a $20,000 bonus if the project is completed 4 weeks early. ABC estimates that a 10% chance that the project would be completed 4 weeks early and a 70% chance that the project can be completed 2 weeks early. Assuming ABC calculates the selling price using the expected value approach, what is the estimated price of the contract? When you're approaching a problem like this, it's best to put everything down and write all your data in a table or in a way that is easy for you to understand what they're telling you. So let's first see what they're saying. They're saying that we are always the company, so we are ABC. We entered into a contract to provide services. And we are not exactly sure how much we are going to earn because the way the contract is termed, we would definitely earn $100,000, but we could earn more depending on certain conditions being met. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at how much revenue we could earn potentially for each outcome. So the first is the fixed price. We know that the fixed price is fixed. It's $100,000 for every, whether we complete the project on time, whether we complete it 2 weeks early, or whether we complete it 4 weeks early. So that's 100,000. So I'm going to put down 100,000 for each of the 3 scenarios. On top of the fixed price, we could also potentially earn a bonus. So the bonus, there are 3 outcomes for the bonus. We could earn nothing. That's if we finish the project on time. We could potentially earn a bonus of 10,000. That's if we finish the project 2 weeks early, or we could earn a bonus of 20,000 if the project is finished 4 weeks early. So let's look at the total potential revenue. In the first scenario, it's only going to be 100,000. So it's the fixed price plus a bonus. The second scenario, you could earn 110. Third scenario, you could earn 120,000. Now you've got 3 different options, but they also gave you estimates of the probability of each of these events occurring. So let's look at the probability. I'll put that in here. So it says ABC estimates a 10% chance the project could be completed 4 weeks early. So 4 weeks early is if we earn a 20,000 bonus, that would be a 10% chance based on the question, based on the data they gave us. They also said that there's a 70% chance that it could be completed 2 weeks early. So there's a probability of 70% for this occurring. What's the probability of us not being able to complete it early but completing it on time? They didn't tell us that in the question, but you can figure it out. You know that the probability of everything together should be 100%, right? There's a 100% chance that you're going to complete the project either early or on time. You have to finish the project, so that's 100%. So if there's a 10% probability that you'll be 4 weeks early and a 70% probability that you'll be 2 weeks early, that's only 80% total. 70 plus 10 is 80. So there's a 20% chance. How did I figure that? It's 70% plus 10%, that's 80%. And then you subtract 80% from 100, and that gives you a 20% chance of the project being completed on time. So these are the 3 probabilities. Again, if you didn't understand that, let's go through it again. They've already told you that there is a 80% chance of these 2 outcomes, but we're not at 100% yet. We need to get to 100%. So you take your 100% minus 80, and that's how you get the 20% probability for this outcome. In some questions, they may give it to you. In others, you may have to figure it out. All right, now that you've got the probability, we're going to look at what is the expected value. To calculate expected value, you multiply the total revenue times the probability. So for the first outcome, okay, let me put explanations here. This is on time. This is 2 weeks early. And this is 4 weeks early. All right, let's look at the probabilities here. You take your 100,000, multiply it by 20%. That's $20,000. Then for the 2 weeks early, you multiply the 110 times 70% probability, you get 77,000, and then you multiply 120 times the 10%, and that gives you 12,000. And then the expected value approach, you add all those 3 outcomes, and you get an expected value of $109,000. Keep in mind, this company is not going to be earning $109,000 because what will they earn? They'll earn either 100,000, 110,000, or 120,000. But the expected value based on probabilities is 109,000. This example was intended to show you how to calculate the expected value, but in this kind of example, they will probably go with the most likely amount to record revenue. So let's look at the most likely amount approach. It's the same example we worked with, same information, but the question says, assuming ABC calculates the selling price using the most likely amount approach. Yes, there's two approaches there, but ignore that. What is the estimated price of this contract? So whenever you're looking at the most likely approach, you look at the probability and you go with the highest probability. Which one is the most likely amount? Is it 20%, 70%, or 10%? The most likely amount is the highest number, which is 70%. So this company will record 110,000 as their revenue because that is the most likely amount of the revenue they're going to get. There's a 70% chance that they will finish 2 weeks early, so the most likely amount is 110,000. That's it for this video.